The big three known as Zak, Nick, and Aaron captured countless amounts of evidence. Not only did they have a good work relationship, it also seemed like they had a great personal relationship outside of filming. At least that's what I perceived it as. As you know, Nick Groff was an investigator with Ghost Adventures crew from 2004 to 2014. And not only that, but he was the executive producer of the show. And a lot of people don't know this, but the idea of Ghost Adventures, it was made from Nick. And it definitely was a great run while it lasted. And me personally, I enjoyed those old episodes. I feel like they're a lot better than the current ones that's on TV right now. Leave a like down below if you agree with that statement. Now let's dive into what I truly believe was the reason why Nick Groff left Ghost Adventures. Here are some reasons why I suggest he left. Everyone assumes that he wanted to pursue other projects to further his career. And he did succeed with paranormal shows like Paranormal Lockdown and Ghost of Shepherdtown. Although these shows are decent, they're not even close to the popularity as Ghost Adventures. But I will say that Nick Groff has a big fan base that follows his work, so there's one reason. Another reason is two egos collided. We know that ZakBagans is the focal point and basically the head honcho. And you can just tell by the way he speaks to Nick or Aaron in those older episodes. Not only that, but the creative differences between Nick and Zak became a big issue. And often, a lot of people have said that Nick would come up with strong and good ideas before an investigation, and the ideas never happened, they never came to fruition. Now, did Zak put a stop to it? Did the creative team put a stop to it? And I think once Nick noticed all this, he was being pushed aside and becoming a side character. He just said enough is enough. Furthermore, it was rumored that Nick was fired from Ghost Adventures for going behind Zak back and filming another paranormal show called Ghost Stalkers. I guess Nick was so frustrated with the fake evidence by Ghost Adventures, he tried to break off and do his own little thing with another show. In addition to all that, I've heard that Nick was being hunted from all those locations that he investigated, and it started to affect him and his family. I never believed that because Nick is still doing his own thing with his own little show. So if you was being hunted and your family was being affected, why are you still going to these haunted locations and filming and doing your thing where those spirits or demons can be latched onto you still yet? So I never believed that rumor, and I'm debunking that right now because that don't even sound right, y'all. And my personal belief about this whole situation, Nick Groff leaving Ghost Adventures, is I think Nick left due to him and Zak having a big ego. And we know that Zak has a big ego, and you really can't tell Zak nothing, and he's the head honcho like I said earlier. And I think Nick wanted to do more creatively. And I think Zak wanted to control all of that. Zak wanted this to be the ZakBagans show, not Ghost Adventures. And I'm sure there was some big arguments behind the scenes. Zak didn't even acknowledge him in his book. And at the end of the day, I think that Nick went to the Travel Channel and he said, look, either you do this or that, or I'm leaving. It's either him or me. And Travel Channel, of course, went with Zak. Again, this is my personal opinion on what I think happened. And to be truthful, we may never know what happened between those guys. I remember when it first happened, they was taking shots at each other on Twitter. And I hated to see that, man, because this was the trio, man. And you want to talk about taking a paranormal shows to a whole nother level. I mean, Ghost Adventures and that trio, they took Ghost Adventures to another level and the paranormal to another level. I mean, Ghost Hunters, they show was just so stale and the fans was getting old. We seen so much of it. And then when Ghost Adventures came and all three of them had their different personalities, you had Aaron being scary, Nick was in between, and Zak was the head honcho. I mean, this show was just perfect, man. And I hate to see that these three, they separated, man. And honestly, I want to see Nick back with Ghost Adventures in the future, but I know it would never happen. But hopefully he can come back on a special. I would love to see that. And maybe they can do a collab, Ghost Adventures and Paranormal Lockdown. Who wants to see that? Leave a like down below if you like that. And I do like Billy and Jay, but they're just not the same as Nick Groff. Nick Groff was a legend on Ghost Adventures, man, and he took the show to a whole nother level. And with Billy and Jay, it just seemed like they're just there filling in. And, they did it so smooth, they covered it up, and they were like, here, we're going to bring in two people to replace one. And yeah, so yeah, guys, I just want to hear what you guys think down below. the whole situation between Ghost Adventures and Nick. Give me your opinion on what you think happened, or give me some facts on what happened. And give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Ghost Adventures topics. I have some videos on my channel already about Ghost Adventures, the real reasons ZakBagans touched the Annabelle doll, and how to make Ghost Adventures a better show. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed my video, hope I earned your subscribe, and have a great day. Peace.